Hey friends, Tiffany here. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Today I'm going to answer the question that I get asked a lot: why YouTube? Why did you start YouTube? Why are you on YouTube? Why did you decide to do a YouTube channel? And I think this stems way back. When I was a teenager, I was really big into blogging before blogging was cool, okay? Like, I taught myself how to code websites in HTML around the time I was 13 or 14, and I met a lot of really great friends through blogging back then, just as you would today, like through social media or even YouTube. And I'm still friends with a lot of them today. In fact, one of the friends that, like my longtime friends, is actually here in Kentucky, and we met in person the first time about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And she convinced us that Kentucky might be a nice, fun place to live. So I actually have one of my longtime best friends from blogging way back in the day. So when we moved to Kentucky, about 2 years ago, coming up on 2 years now, when we moved here, I needed a hobby. I needed something. I was in a new city, I was in a new state, I was away from family, stay-at-home mom, and I just wanted a hobby for myself. And so I thought, well, why don't I get back into blogging? So I started up another blog. It was gonna be like a mommy blog, which are very trendy and popular. And I started that up, and because I've always felt like I've had a way with the written word, sometimes not so much the verbal word, but written, I feel like I can pour my heart out in a way that resonates with people. So blogging has always been one of those things that I enjoyed while I was doing it. And our son had just been diagnosed with sensory processing disorder around that time. We moved in July, and he was diagnosed in October, and it was around that time that I started my blog. And so I wrote a lot about that, and I just wrote a lot about life and just mommy parenting stuff. Shortly after that, not shortly, about 6 months later, I actually went back to being a working mom. And so I had a full-time job outside of the home, and I wrote about that. So it was just kind of like whatever was going on in our lives I was writing about. And it gave me that outlet, like I said, because I really was, instead of journaling, I would blog. And it was that way when I was younger too. Instead of keeping a journal, I would just blog and just pour my heart out. And so that's what I was doing with my blog. During that same time, I was extremely fascinated by YouTube mommy vloggers and like lifestyle vlogs. And so I would watch them all the time. But at the same time, I was like, that could never be me. I could never do that. I'm so shy, I'm introverted. I feel very funny talking in front of a camera. Not so much anymore. But at the time I was like, oh, I can never do that. Cause I had friends and like my husband would be like, why don't you start a YouTube channel? Why don't you do videos rather than putting all this time and effort into a blog, which blogs are kind of like a dying breed. Blogs are hard, in my opinion. I don't even read blogs anymore unless it's something that pops up on my newsfeed on Facebook, or if it's something like a recipe on Pinterest and it takes me to the blog. I no longer have a list of blogs that I read religiously, and that's kind of sad, but I feel like it's just the way our culture has grown from blogging to YouTube videos. So in August of 2016, I started our channel, and I just jumped in and I was like, I will just give it a try and see if all else fails. It's a way for me to post videos for our friends and family back in Michigan to kind of keep up with the kids. So it's like, you know, when I was younger, we would do home videos with like the big old camcorders, and we had VHS tapes of home videos. This was kind of like my way to keep in touch with our close family who didn't get to see the kids as often anymore. And so I started my YouTube channel and just wanted to see where it would go. Initially, I wanted to stick with that like daily vlog style, like the home videos, so that we would have our own memories and family and friends could watch. I realized it's kind of hard to get those type of videos out there. And so I was like, I need something else, because I did want subscribers, okay? I did want a community to interact with. And so I went from doing the initial like day in the life, daily life vlogs, to more of like the lifestyle shopping hauls, grocery hauls, stuff like that. So what initially started as having my blog as my hobby, now I have YouTube as my hobby, and I've come to really find a passion in editing the videos and recording, finding new topics to talk about, and really interacting with my subscribers and fellow YouTubers. because I'm pretty sure you'll hear any person who's been on YouTube for any length of time who hasn't given up and thrown in the towel when things don't pick up the way they think they will all tell you that the YouTube community is fabulous and there's so much support, and it's like another little like unit of my life that I can have feedback and conversations with other people doing like-minded things. And not only that, I make it a family thing. So, I mean, I don't post the like day in the life vlogs every day now. I try to limit them to weekends, so that way we're not feeling forced to be like on and exciting every day of the week, but it gives us like, so I'll record throughout the week if we're doing things, and then I can post on the weekends, and the kids enjoy it. And you know, we've made it a part of our family. All of our friends and family know that I have a YouTube channel, and they know that if we're visiting, I'm probably gonna have my camera with me, and I think they're okay with that. They haven't said otherwise. And so it's become a family hobby as well, which is really nice. It gives us something to do together. But that's basically why I joined YouTube. The growth in my channel, it did take a while. I mean, but I just kept at it, and I've met some wonderful people and wonderful subscribers. So that's basically why I joined YouTube. Kind of like started with the blogging, realizing that blogging wasn't necessarily the medium that I wanted to use to kind of get my voice across. And it has turned into this. So if you have any questions, definitely drop them down below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the family if you haven't yet. And until next time, we will see you later. Bye.